Every year, after the age of 60, you can lose up to 3% of your muscle mass, even if you're eating healthy and staying active. That means in just 10 years, you could lose nearly a third of your strength. And do you know what that really means? One day you can carry your groceries, and the next, you're struggling to lift a bag. One day you can walk across the room with ease, and the next, you're holding onto furniture just to keep your balance. This condition has a name, sarcopenia, and it's one of the most silent and dangerous threats to your independence as you age. Now here's the shocking part. Most people are told to drink bone broth to stay strong. But science is clear. Bone broth does not stop muscle loss. It doesn't have the nutrients your aging muscles are starving for. And that's why so many older adults keep getting weaker, even though they're doing what they were told was healthy. But here's the good news. There is a food that fights sarcopenia head-on. A food so powerful it can literally flip the switch on muscle growth, even after 60. In today's video, I'll show you exactly what that food is, how it works, and how you can start using it immediately to rebuild your strength, protect your independence, and keep doing the things you love without fear of weakness or frailty holding you back. So let's dive in, starting with the truth about sarcopenia and why your current diet may not be enough to save your muscles. Now that we've set the stage, let's talk about what's really happening inside your body. Sarcopenia. It sounds like a complicated medical term, but it simply means age-related muscle loss. And if you're over 60, it's almost guaranteed that it's happening to you right now, whether you feel it or not. Here's why this matters. Your muscles are not just for lifting weights or looking strong. They are your body's engine of independence. They keep you walking, climbing stairs, getting out of bed, carrying your shopping, and even protecting your bones from breaking when you fall. But starting in your 40s and accelerating after 60, the body begins to lose muscle mass naturally. On average, most people lose about 1% of their muscle every year after 60. That may not sound like much, but think about it. Over 10 years, that could mean 10% less strength in your arms, your legs, your core, and when your muscles shrink, your risk of falls and fractures skyrockets. In fact, sarcopenia is one of the main reasons older adults end up in nursing homes, not because of illness, but because they can no longer move safely on their own. Now here's the tricky part. Sarcopenia often sneaks up on you. It doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small signs. You notice carrying groceries feels heavier. Climbing stairs leaves you winded. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. Your clothes feel looser around your arms and legs, even though your weight hasn't changed. These are all red flags that muscle loss is already taking its toll. And yet, many people shrug it off and say, oh, that's just aging. But it's not just aging. It's a specific condition with specific causes. And most importantly, it's something you can fight back against. So what causes it? Scientists have found that sarcopenia is driven by a combination of factors. Anabolic resistance. As we age, our muscles don't respond as well to protein, so we need more of it to trigger growth. Hormonal changes. Lower levels of growth hormone and testosterone reduce muscle repair. Sedentary lifestyle. Sitting too much weakens muscles faster. Poor nutrition. Eating too little protein or the wrong kinds. This is why so many people try quick fixes like bone broth. But bone broth doesn't contain the muscle-building amino acids your body desperately needs. Collagen may be good for skin and joints, but it won't stop sarcopenia. The good news, with the right nutrition and lifestyle, you can slow down and even reverse this muscle loss. And in the next section, we'll uncover exactly how muscle is built and why one particular food is the secret weapon against sarcopenia. Now that we understand what sarcopenia is, the next question is, how do we fight back? The answer lies in the science of how muscles are built, and why the process changes dramatically after the age of 60. Here's how it works. Every time you eat protein, your body breaks it down into tiny building blocks called amino acids. These amino acids are then used to repair and rebuild your muscle fibers. This process is called muscle protein synthesis. When you're young, this system works like clockwork. Eat some protein, move your body, and your muscles grow stronger. But as we age, something shifts. Older adults experience something scientists call anabolic resistance. This means that your muscles don't respond to protein as efficiently as they once did. A small serving that used to trigger muscle growth in your 30s might not be enough in your 60s. Instead, your body needs a larger dose of the right kind of protein to get the same effect. But that's not the only challenge. Hormones like growth hormone and testosterone, which naturally support muscle repair, start to decline. Inflammation from chronic conditions or poor diet can block your body's ability to build new tissue. And if you've been less active, your muscles aren't being stimulated enough to stay strong. This is why many older adults say, "I'm eating well, but I still feel weaker." It's not just about eating, it's about eating strategically. So what do your muscles really need after 60? First, protein, and specifically, leucine-rich protein. Leucine is an essential amino acid that acts like a switch. It tells your body, start building muscle now. Foods high in leucine, like eggs, dairy, fish, soy and whey protein, are especially powerful for older adults. Second, nutrient support. Vitamin D helps muscles contract properly and strengthens your bones. Calcium and magnesium support muscle function and prevent cramps. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation and may even boost your muscle-building response to protein. And third, movement. Even light resistance exercises, lifting small weights, using resistance bands, or even bodyweight exercises, send a signal to your muscles that says, don't shrink, stay strong. Put simply, after 60, muscle growth isn't automatic anymore. You have to be deliberate. You need enough of the right protein, combined with nutrients and movement, to fight off sarcopenia. And this brings us to the real turning point of today's video. If bone broth doesn't work, what does? What is the food that science shows can switch your muscles back on and give you the strength you thought you lost? So, if bone broth isn't the answer, what is? Science is very clear. The single most effective nutrient for reversing sarcopenia is high-quality protein, rich in the amino acid leucine. And among all protein sources, one food stands out above the rest: whey protein. Now, don't let the word whey intimidate you. Whey protein is simply the natural protein found in milk that has been separated out during the cheese-making process. What makes it so powerful is that it contains the highest concentration of leucine of any protein source. And remember leucine, that's the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle building. In fact, research has shown that older adults who consume whey protein after light exercise experience significantly greater muscle growth compared to those who rely on regular meals alone. But whey isn't the only option. There are several leucine-rich foods that can fight sarcopenia head-on. Eggs, especially the whites, but the yolks also contain important nutrients. Greek yogurt, thick, high in protein, and easy to digest. Fish like salmon and tuna, packed with protein plus omega-3s for inflammation control. Lean meats like chicken or turkey. Soy products such as tofu or tempeh, excellent for those who prefer plant-based options. So why are these foods more effective than bone broth? Because bone broth is mostly collagen, which lacks enough leucine and other essential amino acids. Collagen may help your skin or joints, but it does not rebuild muscle. On the other hand, these leucine-rich proteins provide the exact building blocks your body needs to restore strength. Let me give you a real-world comparison. 1 cup of bone broth contains less than 10 grams of protein and almost no leucine. 1 scoop of whey protein, or a serving of Greek yogurt, can deliver 20 to 30 grams of protein with a leucine boost strong enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis in older adults. That's the difference between staying weak and fragile and giving your muscles the tools to grow back stronger. Now you might be wondering, do I need to take supplements, or can I just eat these foods? The answer is, both options work. If you enjoy whole foods, you can easily hit your protein needs with eggs, yogurt, fish, beans, and lean meats. But if your appetite is low, which is common as we age, a simple whey protein shake can be a convenient way to get enough leucine in one sitting. What's most important is consistency. A single high-protein meal won't change much, but spreading protein evenly across your day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, ensures your muscles are constantly getting the fuel they need. And here's the most exciting part. Studies have shown that even people in their 70s and 80s can rebuild muscle if they get enough leucine-rich protein combined with light resistance exercise. It is never too late, so forget bone broth. The real solution to sarcopenia is simple. Prioritize leucine-rich protein at every meal. Use whey protein or Greek yogurt as a daily staple. Pair it with movement and your body will respond, no matter your age. Now you know the food that truly fights sarcopenia. But here's the key question. How do you actually fit it into your daily life? The good news is, it's simpler than you might think. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated recipes. What you need is a consistent routine that gives your muscles a steady supply of leucine-rich protein throughout the day. Here's how you can do it step by step. 1. Start your morning strong. Most older adults eat very little protein at breakfast. Maybe toast, oatmeal, or tea. The problem is, this leaves your muscles starved. Instead, aim for at least 25–30 grams of protein in the morning. A bowl of Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, or 2 boiled eggs with whole grain toast. If you prefer something quick, A simple whey protein shake blended with water or milk. This jumpstarts your muscles first thing in the day and sets the tone for better energy. 2. Make lunch protein-centered. Instead of letting lunch be just bread or soup, make protein the star. A serving of grilled chicken or fish, a hearty lentil or bean soup, paired with a boiled egg, or cottage cheese with fruit, if you prefer something lighter. Again, aim for about 25–30 grams of protein. Dinner is your chance to repair your muscles overnight. Salmon with vegetables, a lean turkey stir-fry, or tofu with rice and greens if you want a plant-based option. The goal is the same, enough leucine-rich protein to trigger muscle repair. 4. Use snacks wisely. Here's where whey protein shines. Many seniors don't feel hungry enough for big meals, but a small shake, a yogurt cup, or even a hard-boiled egg makes it easy to hit your target without overeating. Think of snacks not as treats, but as little muscle boosters in between meals. 5. Pair protein with movement. Whenever possible, have protein within an hour or two of light activity. For example, after a short walk or some resistance band exercises. This timing tells your body, the muscles were used, now repair and grow stronger. So what's the takeaway? After 60, you should aim for 25–30 grams of protein at each meal, plus a snack if needed. That may sound like a lot, but when you use simple everyday foods like eggs, yogurt, fish, and whey, it becomes very doable. Remember, consistency is what matters. Eating enough protein once a week won't change much, but making it part of your daily routine, that's what rebuilds your strength, keeps you steady on your feet, and helps you stay independent. And here's the best part. Even if you start today, you can begin to see and feel results in just a few weeks. More energy, more strength, more confidence in your body. Next, we'll look beyond food, because while nutrition is the foundation, there are lifestyle habits, like movement, sleep, and balance exercises, that can multiply your results and help you age strong. Protein is the foundation, but it's not the whole story. To truly fight sarcopenia, your body needs more than just food. It needs the right signals and habits that tell your muscles to stay strong. Let's look at the lifestyle choices that amplify the results of your nutrition. 1. Resistance exercise. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights to build muscle after 60. Simple resistance exercises, like lifting light dumbbells, using resistance bands, or even doing chair squats, send a powerful message to your body. These muscles are being used. Don't shrink them, grow them. Even 2 to 3 sessions a week, just 15 to 20 minutes each, can dramatically improve strength and reduce the risk of falls. 2. Daily movement. Outside of exercise, it's the small movements that keep your body resilient. Walking around the house or neighborhood, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, gardening, dancing, or even light housework. Every bit of movement acts like a daily reminder to your muscles. You still matter. 3. Balance and flexibility. Muscle strength is one part of independence, but balance is just as important. Simple practices, like standing on one foot while holding a chair, or gentle stretches in the morning, can strengthen your core and reduce the chance of dangerous falls. 4. Rest and recovery. Muscles don't grow while you're working out, they grow while you're resting. That means getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep and staying hydrated are just as important as your protein intake. Think of sleep as your body's natural rebuilding time. So here's the big picture. Combine leucine-rich protein with movement, balanced training, and good rest, and you've created the perfect environment for your muscles to thrive. It's not about trying to be a bodybuilder at 70. It's about protecting your independence, keeping your energy, and living your life with confidence. Now, before you make major changes to your diet or lifestyle, it's important to know when to bring in a professional. For most older adults, adding more protein-rich foods and light exercise is perfectly safe. But there are situations where you should check in with your doctor or a qualified nutritionist first. Here are some red flags to watch for. Sudden unexplained weight loss. This can point to more than just sarcopenia. Difficulty swallowing, chewing, or digesting protein-rich foods. Ongoing fatigue or weakness that doesn't improve with rest. Medical conditions like kidney disease, diabetes, or heart problems that require careful monitoring of protein intake. Or if you're taking medications that may interact with supplements, such as whey protein powders, in these cases, your healthcare provider can test for nutrient deficiencies, adjust your protein targets, and recommend safe exercise programs. And here's the reassuring part. Doctors and nutritionists today are more aware than ever of sarcopenia. They can help you build a personalized plan so you're not just guessing, you're taking safe, effective steps forward. So remember, knowledge is power, but guidance is safety. If in doubt, ask. You don't have to figure this out alone. I want you to imagine this. 6 months from now, you wake up and feel the difference. You walk across the room with confidence. You carry your groceries without fear. You stand taller, steadier, stronger. And the best part? You know that you made it happen by making small, consistent choices every day. This is not about becoming a bodybuilder. This is about protecting your independence, keeping your energy, and enjoying the life you've worked so hard for. So here's what I want you to do starting today. Add 1 serving of leucine-rich protein to every meal. Move your body, even if it's just a short walk or a few squats from a chair. And commit to yourself that your strength matters, because it does. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a spouse, or a parent who needs to hear this message. Together, we can fight sarcopenia and show the world that life after 60 can be strong, vibrant, and full of possibility. And if you want more practical, science-backed tips for aging with strength and confidence, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because in my next video, I'll reveal simple at-home exercises you can do in just 10 minutes a day to double the muscle-building power of the foods we talked about today. Remember this, your muscles are your engine of independence. Protect them, fuel them, and they will carry you forward. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.